Hey folks, welcome to another day, another unboxing. I've got the GT Neo3 150 watt Naruto edition here. Wanted to unbox that for you. I also have the GT Neo3T to unbox. So let's have a quick look at both of these. Sorry for the lighting in here, it's a little janky, but this is the best I can do right now. So here we go, let's pull the tab. Ta-da! All right. What do we have here? Oh yeah, there is the capsule. And that's what we came for, right? So, let's have a look at this. Naruto edition. Realme. It's got some stuff here as well. Copyright info. That's pretty cool, right? So here's one end of it. And here we pull this out. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing here. The other end doesn't come out. This is completely a black hole of felt in there. So let's have a look at this, shall we? All right. So we have a divider here and the phone itself. The divider has, of course, some custom items here. As you can see, there's nothing else but this logo, the Naruto. And then same here with the special pin for SIM removal. And again, the branding. This is just the warranty card. And this here is the manual. So this is available in China right now, and this is the 12 gigabyte 256 gig version of this phone. So this is just cosmetically different and different specs, right? So here's the phone. So there's an IMEI sticker. Let me get that out in a minute. Another divider here, and then we've got a case, translucent TPU, nothing unusual here. Ooh, a custom AC adapter, 150 watt. It's pretty light considering what it can do with the colored accents, and seems to have a protective film on it that I'm not going to remove, but USB-C to C obviously for the cable. Check that out. That's really cool. All right. So now we've got USB-C here to USB-C, but wait, it's color keyed. Nice, with an orange color key here. I don't know if both sides have this, but let's find out. Yeah, both sides have it. Very nice. Okay, so that's it for the box. There's really nothing else in the capsule, as it were. So let's have a look at the phone itself. Let me pull this out of its case and remove that IMEI sticker so I can show you the glorious back of this thing. Oh yeah, how is that? So again, I'm not going to go into the specs. Overall, this is pretty much exactly the same phone as before. You got a 6.7 inch AMOLED display, 120 Hertz, 1080p. You have a Dimensity 8100 from MediaTek powering the whole thing. 150 watt charging, which is kind of the cool feature here. 4500 milliamp hour battery. 50 megapixel main sensor with OIS. This is an IMX766. And then there's an ultra wide and a macro. And let me fire it up so you can have a look. Here we go. I'm not going to set it up, but I'll at least get you to the main screen so you can have a look with me. And here's the Realme logo. Nice. All right, and so it's setup time. Let's do it. Let's pick English. Next. Agree to everything. Next. About services, more, agree. I'm going to skip this part. So skip this part as well, and skip this part as well, and skip this part as well, and use gestures. Next, and then more, done. Here we go. Get started. Oh yeah, check this out, folks. It's super customized. We got a bunch of custom screen icons here. Yeah, this is great. So here we go, folks. This is the Naruto edition of the Realme GT Neo3 150 watt, very sexy. Walk you through the edges real quick. It's the same exact as the other one. Plastic frame, glass back. Power lock key here on the right side. Stereo speakers on this phone. So you got a speaker here. The other one's the earpiece. You got USB Type-C, microphone, SIM slot. On the left-hand side, you got the volume rocker. On top here, you've got the other speaker and secondary microphone. And on the back, you got that crazy camera pod, which is slightly different because it's got the Naruto stuff. And yeah, very, very cool, right? And the logo, of course. Yeah, I like this. It's really well done. So, hope you enjoyed this quick look at the Naruto edition of the Realme GT Neo3 150 watt. Let's move on to this, the GT Neo 3T. So this is essentially a slightly redesigned version of the GT Neo 3. So the biggest differences while I unbox this are the processor, the size of the display, and the camera system. So as you can see, nothing in here. Hey, welcome to the Realme family. So what we got in here there's nothing else. Just the manual, the phone, another divider, which brings us to the charger. You get a translucent case again. And this is the charger here, 80 watt, right? Now, there's also a C to A cable here. So A on this end, as you can see here, and then C on this end, as you can see here. And then there's a SIM removal tool. So let's have a look at the phone itself, shall we? So this is a racing flag design instead of the racing stripe design. And ta-da! And there you can see the racing flag design. Very cool. So it's slightly different layout with the camera pod. You got some specs here real quick. So the display is a 6.62 inch AMOLED and it is 120 Hertz and 1080p. Let's start it up and have a quick look. You've got a 64 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro. So that's basically what you're getting. 16 megapixel front facing camera. Here's the hello screen and a hole punch. But yeah, now the big changes are in the processor. This is a Snapdragon 870 instead of the Dimensity 8100, and it's got 128 or 256 gigs of storage. And in terms of RAM, it's 8 gigs of LPDDR4X. So yeah, that's it. Let me walk you through the edges real quick. You've got power lock key on the right here, speaker on the bottom, USB Type-C, microphone. You've got the SIM slot, volume rocker. So in that sense, a very similar layout to the other one. And then here on top, you get the secondary mic. So it does have dual speakers according to the specs. So probably using the earpiece as a second speaker. And I don't believe it has micro SD support, but this is 80 watt fast charging, and it does have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. But man, look at this design. This is what we came for. Cool. All right, folks. So this is a quick look at the Realme GT Neo 3T, which is kind of like the sister to the Realme Neo GT 3. And this is a Naruto edition of that. All right, folks, stay tuned for more videos soon. I'll have more unboxings and content. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, click the little notification icon below, comment below, tell me, would you buy one of these two phones? I don't think you can get the Naruto edition anywhere because it's a Chinese model, but if you can, would you want it? I'd be curious to know, let me know in the comments. And then remember, this is a compliment to my podcast, mobiletechpodcast.com, or on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Spotify, everywhere good podcasts can be found. So please subscribe. And there's a Patreon if you want to help out, patreon.com/tankgirl. That's patreon.com/TNKGRL. You can watch a video edition of the podcast ahead of the audio version if you want. And there's also a bunch of other tiers, including the access to a Discord server if you want to chat with me. So I'll see you in the next video, folks. Cheers.